Hi everybody and welcome back to Frank's 3D Shop. I'm Frank and today we'll continue the design of my teleprompter part 2. So this is where we left off last time in part 1. Now I'm gonna create a new component for the angle, the aluminum angle that we need to slide in the first part to be a support for everything. So I'm creating a new sketch on the vertical plane and then creating some rectangles of the size of the aluminum angle, which is 19 by 3. Again, a second one for the other side. Oops, wrong way. Redoing it. 3 by 19. And then we coincide the two corners. And now we'll realize that it's not right because the overall height should be 19, not 19 plus 3. So undoing everything and remake the coincide with the right corner this time, so the two rectangles are overlapping and the measurements, overall height and width, are of the right size. And then put this on the origin. Now I remove the extra lines that I don't need, and I have a side view of the aluminum angle. Now I'm trying to select to do an offset, but it doesn't work. I don't know why. Okay, I have it. I think it's because there is leftovers line. So I'm going to extend or offset the angle. I'm giving it 0.2 millimeters of clearance between the angle and the part. Oh, I'm doing the offset for the outside. So I'm doing a 2 millimeters wall. So I realize here that I have extra lines and it doesn't want to offset, so I'm gonna delete those extra lines on the corners. So I'm selecting manually all of the lines. There is still a line in the corner there, but I don't see it, or don't realize that it's going to be an issue, but it's not an issue, so I can do my offset for the walls around the angle. Stopping the sketch. We see the line right now. So I can extrude this. I think it was 41, something like that. Yeah, 41 millimeters. 0.5. Okay. So now you have the angle part, but I realized that doing a new component prevents me to use it right away on the other part, and I don't think it was a good way to do it, so I'm gonna redo it again on the other sketch of the first part. So here I'm beginning to sense that it will not work. So since I've already done the sketch and I know how to do it, I'm gonna just redo it on the first sketch. So edit the first sketch, coincide them, I'm redoing it the other way, so it's gonna be on the right side, and removing the line, the leftovers line, doing a line in the center, and then matching that to the line in the first part, and then matching the top, and it doesn't work because my first rectangles are not fully dimensioned, so I'm gonna trying to remove. Okay, deleted the line, and then fully dimension everything, going the 3mm there, so that doesn't move when I move the part. Same thing here, 3mm, so everything is dimensioned. So I can now drag the part without it being distorted. So again, I'm matching the middle lines so that they are aligned. Collinear, yeah, and same thing with the bottom. That's it. Then I realized that my first part is not fixed. I want the angle to move up, not the first part to go down. So I do a fixed point so it doesn't move, and again collinear the part so that it's one piece. But at first I have to do the walls, so I realize here that I didn't do the walls, so I'm gonna add some spacing for the angle, so 0.2mm more to have some room to, and then do a 2mm wall, and then that can be collinear to the first part. I'm gonna select the other lines because I want the angle to be flush with the first part, so like that. And delete the lines that I don't need. So that is the sketch that I want. So now I can stop the sketch and extrude. Redo my first extrude to include the angle right now. So that's what I want, something to put on the tripod and hold the aluminum angle. And I'm doing this design right now, so maybe it will change, maybe I'm gonna realize something, but you're gonna see the process of designing this. So now I'm trying to make the part a little more sturdy. Seems to be fine, but when you go into Cura, seems to be good, but there is a gap there. You see it? I don't like this. So let's go back to Fusion. What's needed? And now I'm adding a parameter for the angle walls. So I'm printing at 0.4 and I want 5, just making sure that I have an even number of 0.4. So 0.2 is 5 6. So with a parameter like that, I can afterward just change the parameter and it's gonna change the size of the walls. Now I'm trying to print, and I see that in the corner of this chamfer there is something wrong. The chamfer doesn't go to the top, so I don't like that. So this is when I'm gonna delete the chamfer and include them right in the sketch. That looks good. Redo the extrude to include those new parts. Yeah, looks nice. You see here, the face is all selected and everything looks good. So let's take a look again. If now there is a gap or not. I don't see a gap. Yeah, that's the way I want it. It's gonna be nice. Yep, good. So let's print this. So now that it's finished, let's try this little part. Let me show you how it printed. So it's like in the design. Let's see if it fits. No, doesn't fit. So I'm gonna increase the size of the hole so that the angle goes in easily. So we are back into Fusion, and I'm gonna add a parameter for the spacing, so that if I need to change it again, it's gonna be easy. And I'm gonna change the size of the hole and 3 millimeters plus the spacing that I've just defined as a variable. And you see it's increasing the size, then stop sketch. Everything is done already. So let's go and print this. So I reprinted the part with a bigger hole. So now let's try again. Goes in just right. Goes in just right. So I can move it, but it's not gonna fall off. It's dragging a bit, but that's good. So let's try this again on the actual tripod. Here it is. Good. So this will have the iPad here and the glass and a shroud. So it's gonna go just in front of this camera like this. So the iPad will be here and the glass. Yep. So that's it for me, guys, and I hope you like this video of part 2 of the teleprompter design. I think it's a good base. Next time we'll do the iPad support, and that's it. So as usual, please comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Push that little bell if you want to be notified of new videos from me. And see you in the next video. Ciao, bye!